Hello, and welcome to the Hitting Reset on Life podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Dela Rosa, and this is where busy, ambitious women come to kick life's unrealistic expectations to the curb, reclaim their spark, and rewrite the rules of work-life balance, one bold conversation at a time. If you're feeling stretched thin, you're over it, and you're ready for real change, you're in the right place. Let's hit reset on life. Let's get started. Hey, welcome to the channel where we're hitting reset on life. This is where we talk about issues that are surrounding women's challenges around work-life balance and mental and physical health and well-being, and why self-care is more thought of as a luxury item than it is a fundamental part of our life's routine. It's based on my own personal experiences with this. The reality of holding it all together is that we so casually toss this idea around as if it were a simple act of willpower rather than what it really is, which is the exhausting marathon that it truly is, right? So, what's normal in our society is that we tend to celebrate someone for not asking for help. And that the superwoman is the woman who's doing it all, making it look easy and never needing a break or needing any help, as if not asking for help and being able to do it all is what we need to do to be successful. But here's the other thing, too, that isn't too helpful for us. When we're cruising down this road towards burnout, is when people are providing us with this really great feedback. I remember this for myself that, oh, you're so strong. You look like you have it all together. And how do you do it all and make it look so easy? And these comments, these compliments, they feel good, right? And so they fuel us to keep pushing and doing more. I mean, they're great. But consider what having these compliments coming at you can really do, right? What are they actually doing to you? Maybe even further pushing you to keep up this act, to hold yourself up on this pedestal that you're so afraid of falling off of, losing your balance, right? We've normalized the superhuman expectation that not only the simple act of choosing to set boundaries and saying no sometimes means that we can't hack it, that I'm a failure, right? That everything's going to fall apart because I'm not there. That vulnerability, we often see it as a weakness, and that strength means that you have to be endlessly resilient without rest. Consistently prioritize appearing fine over acknowledging your true feelings and limits. Each time you're slowly just eroding away at your emotional and mental well-being. Just saying I'm fine all of the time. Now, let's be clear. Sometimes it's important to say you're fine, right? I mean, there are instances where just saying fine is in order just to get through a certain immediate situation. But when does it become point where it's unrealistic to keep saying fine when we're really not and we really need the help? The issue lies in when we're doing this chronically and never actually speaking up to what we're really truly feeling and being honest with ourselves and being honest with people. When you tell yourself or anyone else that you're fine, despite not really being okay, you are actually just paving the way towards burning yourself out. You're burning yourself out by ignoring what you actually need, and you're pushing away any possibility of help or rest. In this case, you just continue gathering these feelings and they grow like this snowball inside. It's just getting bigger and bigger. And eventually, that's when you're going to fall down that rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland and you end up burnt out. This wreaks havoc on your mental and physical and emotional health. And it happens at a time when you really don't have time to have this emotional or mental breakdown. If you haven't checked it out already, see my episode titled The Subtle Signs of Burnout. In that episode, we talk about the little signs that are trying to get your attention, that you need some help, right? And that you need some rest. And in that article, I also discussed some of the dangers of hitting burnout. So here's the great news for you. You're allowed to fall apart. But let me expand on this a little bit. When I say you're allowed to fall apart, you're allowed to admit to someone that you're struggling and you want some help. And you are allowed to prioritize your well being. And it may disappoint people, but your well being is the priority, not other people's disappointment or approval. You're allowed to change your mind about how you've been doing things and wanting to do them. You're allowed to be human. To be human is messy and it's not perfect. And to be human comes with its limitations. So, why do we try to exceed and excel above and beyond these limitations and then feel like failures when we can't meet them? Here's a specific difference, though, that I want to make clear, and it's okay to fall apart, and you can do it gracefully. You can fall apart by design. If you continue going down the path and not asking for the help that you really truly need and crave, trying to hold it all together while you're holding on so tight through white knuckles to not let anything slip through the cracks, this falling apart isn't going to be so graceful. When burnout hits, it is the most inconvenient ailment. Life forces you to take a time out during this, and it will not care about your jobs, your colleagues, your family, your friends. It will not care about your kids, your responsibilities. It won't care for any of it, and it will force you to take that time out. So, a great alternative is to fall apart gracefully while you have control. And that is to just simply say, enough is enough and let it go. So let's talk about how to do that. What what a close friend or someone you trust asks you how you're doing. Give them one honest sentence before defaulting to I'm fine. Be honest with yourself and with that person. Let them know that you're feeling overwhelmed and need help. It's okay. Another small step you can take is consider setting just one boundary this week. One boundary that will honor you and your needs and give you time, even if it disappoints someone else. Find something to maybe say no to. Start small. Small obligation, a small errand, a meeting maybe, and maybe even a scheduled event that you really don't want to be at. Another step I want you to consider is consider redistributing the load of your work. I mean, take a look at it. Is there something there? Is there something somewhere that you can actually delegate out to someone else? Delegate to someone else in your household or at work? Ask yourself what would actually happen if you just didn't do that task. Is the world really going to fall apart without you in that moment? So let's consider the benefits of actually falling apart by design with grace. When you stop trying to be perfect and you stop trying to show up to 1,000,001 ways, and you start pacing yourself and protecting your energy and your mental and physical wellness, your intuition begins to return and it helps you not let things fall to the crack. You become more creative. Your creativity reblossoms. And with that will come more joy. Your physical health will start to improve as your body can finally directly reclaim that energy back towards itself. You inevitably become more courageous to create space for others to be human too. So you'll spread the experience and opportunity for others around you. Okay, so all I'm saying is choose truth, choose yourself. There's a profound difference between surviving and thriving. To really thrive, it does take the courage to honor your boundaries, prioritize your well being and your deepest values. And it takes courage to admit that you can't do it all, and definitely not all of the time. We're not meant to be perfect machines. We're not AI robots, and we're meant to be human. It's the one thing that you are for absolutely sure. So why try being anything else? All right, so if any of this has resonated with you today, you're not alone. No matter how invisible you think your struggle might be or how unique it is to you, a lot of women are actually who are trying to balance work and home life with all their obligations, the children, the guilt, the desire to do better, to be better all the time. All of that is very common among women. I invite you to sign up for the weekly newsletter. In there, I love to share with you a lot of great tips, tools, prompts, and inspiration to help you take a stand, take back control of your life, and get back to living it not only productively, but filled with the energy and joy that you do have inside of you, and you just need to re-tap back into it. All right. Until next episode, I'm Jessica, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I wish you be well, live well.